EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25.
Ready.
22, Mike 22. Watch the pass. He's coming. Double up, double up.
80 weapon. Hey, Alpha. Deep rip.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. A bad start there. A big Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Empower Field at Mile High. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Yellow. I'm going. Stay with your man.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a man who really came on late last year. It's Damian Williams. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 68 yards on the ground. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and through. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Lock now on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Haywood.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown.
Let's go.
So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They look to throw. It's Locke. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Cameron Wake able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Come on, set. 90 Wolf.
Me and you all day.
Hey, Charlie. Shoot.
Lock to throw on 3rd and 1. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hey, Orbit.
Clock now on 1st down. Now he's forced out left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The kick by McManus is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Mahomes going to throw. It's complete to Williams. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Quarterback Patrick Mahomes has some fond memories of playing here in Denver. In fact, one of his earliest NFL memories came here in the Mile High City. That was back in the final week of the 2017 season while Alex Smith was resting up for the playoffs. And we got a glimpse of what the young Mahomes could do. He threw for 284 yards in a 27-24 Chiefs victory. That, of course, was the first start of the career for Pat. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. A.J. Boyer with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. But this is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, break.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Locked to throw on 2nd down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Cameron Wake in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Locke in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Well, the Broncos had 15 4th down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here. Here's Sam Martin now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Hill on the return. 12 yards on the return that time, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
21-3 is your score after 1.
With the score, Chiefs 21, Broncos 3.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, 57, 57.
SOS.
43, 43. Kill.
Here's Grant. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Yellow. Hey, 57 colors. Yellow.
Check three.
And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Yellow.
Let him know.
Yellow.
Check.
They'll run on 1st down. Grant.
Check 99.
Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Fight on these two. Let's go on, 80.
Get him.
15. Hey, Sunday.
Check 80 weapon. Check 15. Whip.
15. Hey, go.
Delta.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Yellow. There's a wide right. Hey, 43.
On 3rd down, it's Grant. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a...
It got his man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 32 on the play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On the ready.
Mike's by 4.
Hey, check.
Hey.
X3. 218. Hit it.
They'll try the draw, Lindsey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. On 1st down, Locke. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Squeeze. Hey. Hey, shoot.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Now he's flushed out right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos get a bit closer. McManus's point after is good, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game, are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Attack. Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. It's a corner now. Attack. Back. Shit.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
They will run with Grant. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 36-yard line.
Yellow. I'm going, 80. Yellow. Mike 50. Hey, keep it up.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Yellow. Mike 52. You ain't going nowhere. Mike 52. Charlie. 3 bucks. Hey, Mike 52. Watch the pass. Attack. 52's the Mike.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
At the 13-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Like 22, he's coming. Fair. Down to lose one. Kill. Get it.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. On second down, here's Locke. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Shoot.
This is Grant. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Fourth down.
KC last year on 4th down, 12 of 15, 3rd best in the league, and they're going again.
Hey, tight down. There you go.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. Now, would have been a 1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Ready.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here?
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
61, matchbox lights. Snap.
On first and 10, Lock. Flushed out right. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So now they'll come up on second and 10, once again from the 28. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Philip Lindsey, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game, as his guys are back within a single score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Hey, 43, 15.
45.
Mahomes looking to throw on third and 2. He is going to find Hill here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Yellow. There's your line.
50. Not today, Ron. Not today. Showing up. Check 4.
43. 15.
50's the mic. Come.
Hey, rip left.
Watch the twist.
Relax.
On first down, Grant uses the stiff arm. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
That's it, baby.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you're worried about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
With the score, Chiefs 24, Broncos 17.
The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Right back to him on first down. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
On second down, Williams. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter. You remember last year he was forced into the starting role the final 3 games of the season due to attrition, and he really excelled. And then he was excellent in the playoffs against the Colts and Patriots. Strong indicator that he was ready to be the bell cow. On first down, Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. They'll try the left side. It's Grant. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next day.